tonight.
In late September 2015, Grant, Leon, and I headed for the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route. We were in for some great weather, some amazing scenery, and a few challenges along the way. And it all started here at Deception Pass. Grant was on his KTM 990 Adventure R. Leon was riding his BMW F800 GS. And I, of course, had my trusty KTM 690. The first surprise of the trip came when 300 of our closest friends riding Harleys decided to give us a great send-off in the Port Townsend Ferry. After camping just south of Port Townsend that night, we made our way across the Olympic Peninsula where we found some amazing paved roads that skirted Mount St. Helens. I'm going down Louisiana. On our second night, we stayed at the historic St. Martin Hotel in Carson City, and the next morning, we were off to the Bridge of the Gods. I'm not on my own, rocks me like my back ain't got no bone. You choose your own path, I'm gonna walk my own. You dig your own grave, I'm gonna dig my own. I won the battle. The roads that day were mostly Forest Service roads, with the odd bit of pavement thrown in. The highlight of the day was a bracing swim in this beautiful little lake. That night we set up camp in Mount Rainier National Park. The next morning, after a brief highway stretch in which Grant had some nonverbal communication with a few motorists towing horse trailers, the forest started to open up and we had some amazing views. Picked up big toe when I was 2 years old, not gonna put it down. After a brief stint on a Forest Service road, we found ourselves on this great double-track along Bethel Ridge. You know the evolution has begun. You choose your own path, I'm gonna walk. You dig your own grave, I'm gonna dig my own. I won the battle, now I'm looking at the over the edge here. You live your own life, I'm gonna live my own. You choose your own path, I'm gonna walk my own. You dig your own grave, I'm gonna dig my own. I won the battle, now I'm looking at the war zone. You live your own life, I'm gonna live my own. Next up, as we continued across Bethel Ridge, we found ourselves on this fun, rutty, backcountry road.
I'm the hole in your shoes, no holes in your shoes. Who's paying your dues? I'm the moon in the sky and the one who asks why.
After some great riding along Bethel Ridge and some great scenery, we started to descend into the Nile Valley. Paying the devil his due. After a brief stretch on the highway, Grant and I decided to take on Umtanum Ridge.
Here we are at the top of Umtanum Ridge. That's where we're going. That's where we keep.
I stopped to call to say I love you. I love you like no other. I called to say
I got nothing to say. I'm like, wow.
hey babe, what you gonna do? You say you gotta leave me. You found yourself another. You say that you love me, but you got another lover.
So amazing. Say goodnight, Grant.
After spending the night in Ellensburg, day 3 of our journey started off with this beautiful, twisted, paved section of road that went up Tabletop Mountain to Lion Rock Lookout. Once across Haney Meadow, our route followed the ridgeline, which offered us great views of Devil's Gulch in the Columbia River Valley.
I was drinking from your loving cup. Now I look to fill me up. I was drinking from your loving cup. Now I look to fill me up. Oh, I was drinking from your loving cup.
Then as we descended into Devil's Gulch, the road got twisty, with lots of water bars, making it so much fun. I didn't have time to video. Then we ended off the day with these beautiful twisty roads through the orchards on our way to Cashmere. The next morning started off with some more flowy, twisty pavement that gave way to some Forest Service roads, ending up at the top of Chumstick Mountain. Although the GPS clearly indicated a right turn, this little detour off to the left looked way too inviting. After a brief stop at Cooper's General Store in Ardenbar, we headed up Mackenzie Ridge to Stormy Mountain. There it is, the top of Stormy Mountain.
What do you think of today's ride so far?
Pretty amazing. Some great terrain. Way too much sand. I do not like sand.
Sand is.
These little pebbles, teeny tiny grains, scare the hell out of me. I can't believe it.
And what about you, Grant?
I think sand is awesome. I just wonder where the girls in bikinis are.
Sand's great as long as it's on the beach. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
How grateful I would be.
As you can see, to get to our ultimate destination for the day, Lake Chelan, there was a lot more riding to do.
How grateful I would be.
The sandy terrain continued and I was having so much fun, I missed the turnoff to Overgrown but Passable.
I can hardly see.
So after a brief discussion, Grant and I decided that since Overgrown but Passable was only 8 miles long, we had plenty of daylight left to do it. Unfortunately, due to storage constraints, I'm going to have to end this video here, but stay tuned for WBDR Part 2, Overgrown but Passable.